Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is me showing you all my April setup in my new notebook for this month. So thank you all so much for everyone that responded in the video that I did maybe a couple of videos ago where I was trying to decide like what book to use. So I went with the purple one, which quite a few had said, you know, I should choose this one next and save the Barbie for like the summertime. So I went with this, and I think it actually goes perfectly for this month. I really didn't have to like think about anything in terms of like the outsides or anything. So this is what I'm using. And at first, because after finishing everything, I had these empty pages in the back, and I was going to use them for journaling, but then I was kind of hesitant because I've changed my journaling around to it's more like me talking to God, I would say, almost like a journal to God about my thoughts, if that makes any sense. So I was like, oh, should I just keep that private in a separate book? But I decided to just use everything for this book again, because I didn't think I would be able to get another month out of this, because I was looking at how much I used for this month. So yeah. So let's get into this. I am really excited about how this month is looking. I hope you all are having a good day. By the way, it's April Fool's Day today. Hopefully no one fooled you yet, but this is how it looks. So these stickers, it came like in one sticker, and it wasn't until I pulled it out and cut it and glued it down until I realized that these actually come out. Like the whole bike and everything could have pushed through and come out. But I think it's pretty cool, like me leaving it like this. So I was happy with the way it looked. And this really just made me happy when you open it. I feel like it's just a nice scene. It's just really cute. It definitely looks springy. I added some the rest of the stickers that I got this from like a Dollar Tree pack, and yeah, I thought it just looked really cute. And then here goes into the month. I just put spring is here with some stamps. I used some cardstock that I had, and I don't know why I didn't think about it, but I was forgetting to use cardstock. I haven't done scrapbooking in a while, and that's typically what I use it for, but I was thinking like this would be a nice time to use it, because if I didn't want to like do any heavy decorations to the background, I could always put some nice cardstock. And I'm glad that I remembered this, because it actually goes really good with just the whole spring theme and everything. Little heads up, it is the weekend and it is early, so my birds are in full effect, and so are my kids. So if you hear them in the background, that is what it is. So for this month, last month I am going to do a flip through of March, but in March I pretty much used the calendar that I had in there for like a sticker a day. But this month I think I'm going to use the calendar for just adding the days of the week that I work, because as you know, I'm tracking my days worked each month in my Hobonichi in the back part for the 365. So I think this would be an easy way to put it in, which isn't going to be so hard now that I'm working full time, because the days are already there. So that's my calendar. I printed this out from just Google. I just Googled April calendar and printed it out from there. This was also a printout from Google. I just stamped it with the spring is here. The next page is again some cardstock. I was gonna put a picture right here, that's why I left it open. At first I was gonna stamp like a quote or some words, but I think I'm gonna put a picture there. And this April goals I also got from Google. I just Googled April goal like template, and they have like a bajillion to look through. So my goals for this month, places to go is the outing, and then a date with myself, projects to finish is declutter my summer clothes, me and my kids, and clean and clear out my trunk. And my projects to start is research quilting. So one of the big goals that I have for this year is to do a quilt, and it's something new, and I wanted to do like a hand sewn quilt. So I want to start researching and figure out what I need to do to start that off with. My priorities this month is a month of prayer, sleep increase, exercise, and life skills with my kids, like a different set of life skills. Things to do: read 2 books, saving challenge. Hopefully I will get approved from the state to take my licensing exam, and then choose an exam date is one of the things to do. Work on sign language and studying. And notes, I just put be gentle with myself. So that is my April goals. In this month and going forward, I decided to do goals for my kids. I forgot to add their picture, which I will. And even though this doesn't necessarily go with the whole like theme of colors, I thought this was like a nice set of goals that would fit my kids and their special needs. So it's broken up in physical goals, action, and character goals. So let's see, I will automatically know this is from my daughter. Get in the car. So for physical goals, they have one and then an action with each goal that you put, which I thought was amazing and very specific. So one of her goals is to get in the car. She knows how to get in the car, but she has such a hard time with climbing in. I do have an SUV, so it's like getting in is a bit difficult. So getting in with no assistance is like my goal for her. And the action is practice climbing in alone. However she gets in there, as long as she gets in there, I think it'll just kind of increase that confidence that she has in herself. With goals, with the next goal is stairs. So she is good with stairs. However, like our back stairs, she is extremely scared of, and I think she's like lost her confidence in. So just practicing going up and down the back stairs would be good. Character goals for her is just confidence, letting her do like those difficult things alone and allowing her to complete them so she can hopefully gain like that confidence that she needs. My son, on the other hand, same thing, get in a car. My car is very much different than my mom's. My mom's is like easy to get into, is lower to the ground, so he does good with that. But my car, and his dad's car is just not. His dad's car is a lot higher than mine to get in. So get in a car, practice getting in alone, feeding himself. So he does know how to feed himself. However, he is not consistent with it at all. And because he's not consistent with it, he's not the best at it. So I just want him to practice that. All meals, the action is all meals, even if it's messy or he's crying or whining, which he tends to do, that just makes me just take over. His character goals is patience. He definitely needs to work on patience, and the action for that is just take time and fully complete the task. He do have a second one, a second character goal, self-control. And he needs self-control, and the action is to decrease his hitting. I am finally have like made up my mind for him to see psych, just to get him to hopefully get some meds to help like address his irritability that's mainly, I believe, coming from just the syndrome that he has, and also the communication barrier, because both my kids are nonverbal. However, my daughter utilizes sign and a lot more cues, a lot more nonverbal cues better than he does. So that is their goals. And so the events thing I got because one thing I like and I actually loved from the Happy Planner Classic is, not the classic, the smaller one that's more like a traveler size notebook. I can't think of it right now, but they have like a list. So like for the month, they just list the numbers for the days of the week, and then you just add in what events you have. And I think this is going to be helpful with me because I can see in a snapshot, like on this day I have this day I have that, and I just use some outliners to do every other day. Added some washi. Memories, I'm just going to write down a specific memory, and I added washi. I did the same thing. And this is gratitude. Instead of doing a gratitude in my Hobonichi, which I was forgetting and having to go back with, I just decided to do gratitude in here as well. Added some washi. And this is a cleaning tracker. So I thought this was really cool. Again, I got this from Google. I just Google cleaning trackers and you pick which one is best. I like this because you can add, it's for the whole year. You just choose what month you're using it for. It has the amount of days, and I can just dot it out and list everything. I want to get a lot more consistent and better with cleaning and more of a schedule instead of just like sporadically doing it all in a weekend or whatever. So I want to be able to track that. And I added in with this book a mood tracker. And I thought this was so cute. Again, another thing I got off of Google, and it just says April. And the only thing I have to do is color in the different colors that I want to match. One thing I liked about this was it had the moods that I can relate to and I would want to be able to see. And I like the terminology that they use, like happy. Anxious is definitely one that I've always tracked. Sad, okay, tired, and sick. And I'll just use sick for anytime I have like any health issues, whether it's my joint or whatever. I'll just add sick for that. So I thought that was really cool. Here is a reading tracker. I kept this in my computer. I got this from Google as well. And I kept this in there because I want to see how this goes. If you don't remember, in my March, I used like the monthly habit trackers and just added like reading and the other different things. So here I'll just check off the days that I read, and I think this is really cute and fun to look at. And then this is a sleep tracker. So I figured it would be good to see it in a month. Up here it is military time, and then these are the days of the week. I thought this would be also another goodie to use. I did add my what do you call these things? Dividers, tabs. And this is a mileage tracker, self-explanatory, like I used in my last one. And right here, this is a savings challenge. So I want to start adding in a savings challenge, even if I create it myself. This one is another thing I got off Google. And as you can see, I've already started. At the end, it should be 180. I'm not focused on, like, obviously I want to save the 180, but I just want to make saving more of a regular thing. So even if I don't get to save the whole amount, and I just save 100 or 80 or whatever it is, it's better than nothing. And as you can see, I've already saved the $2. So I have that going already. This is just dates I need to remember. And here is the food section. The O's look weird because they're actually Q's, and I just cut them off. I can never see myself using a Q. So I just cut them off and made it usable. My goals for food this month is more fruits and veggies, less starches, and more water. Again, it's cardstock in the back. And this time I put like the whole day out instead of just the letter. Last month I added just the letter for each day. So I think this will be a lot easier for me. And then at the end of each week, I have like the shopping list, which is good. And the next one is Move Gold. Dance Like Nobody's Watching, because I think dancing, I feel like you get a lot of not only calories burned, but your whole body is moving. And I chose the girl that looks like this because she looks like she really doesn't want to do whatever, and that's kind of how I feel. My goals is 10,000 steps a day, movement 3 times a week, and wearing my compression piece at least 3 times a week. So that's not necessarily a mover, but a compression piece is very important to me, so I just added into that one. Again, this is cardstock, and same thing with here. I added the actual day with the stamps that I have. And then after each week, it's just like a note to myself on how I felt like I did that week. And so last book, I just did just plain tracking. But this, I used this a while ago, like months ago. I think I started this last year. And it was so effective for me because it just separated out each day where I can put it in, and I just added the things that I'll be tracking, which is groceries, gas, personal, what I spend on kids, miscellaneous, and eating out. And it's just so much easier. This is a printout that I actually paid for. This printout, I forget where I get it from. I had to like cut extra off for it to fit. I forgot where I got it from, but this is actually a printout that I paid for, but it's so workable and doable, so that's why I'm using it for here. And I did this for each week, and then these go into my to-dos for each week, like my weekly tasks for each week. So that's why you'll see like the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd. So for the beginning of the weeks, I also have the weekly check-ins because I felt like that was really good. So after each week, the check-in, and then monthly reflection for the end of the month as a whole. This is a printout that I also got off of Google. I thought it was really cute. And then this goes into my dailies. So I didn't do a whole page for a daily as I did the previous 2 months that I've been in like a plain notebook. But I did that because I wanted to, the purpose in me doing my own books like this is because I wanted to adjust to the needs that I have per month. And because I'm working the way that I'm working, and a lot of things are different, and I'm not getting to a lot of things because between work and my kids, things are just really tight right now. I realized I didn't need a whole page, especially since this book is bigger than the last notebook I had for last month. So I think this way is another thing for me to try. If it doesn't work, then I'll know. But I think this is definitely going to fit exactly what I need for each day. So this is my dailies. And then after each week, I just have like a noted section, things that I might need to note for going into next week if I think about it. And I have that. And then these are just plain note sections. And then at the last minute, I did decide to do, like I told you, utilizing this for the journaling section. And I already kind of started for today. New month, I want to put opportunities, but I didn't because I didn't have enough space. And because it started on the 2nd, because I'm starting on the Sunday, the daily started on the 2nd. So because I still needed to write down what I needed to do today, I just used the next page and put some stickies in there for what I plan on doing today. So let me know what you guys think. I know this was a little bit longer of a video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. And again, I hope you all have an awesome weekend and a good start to your month. Bye-bye.